Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today we'll be working on a circuit for your strength. You'll need just a set of dumbbells, maybe something heavier and something lighter for your smaller muscles, but if you've only got one set of dumbbells, then something medium. Keep some water handy for hydration, sturdy athletic shoes, and some space to move in. Let's get started with our warm-up. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. Soften your knees, lengthen out through your waistline. Take a little brace on the core muscles, feeling some tightness through your midsection. Hands on the thighs, hinge at the hips. Lift, press the hips forward. Come up, roll the shoulders, keeping your knees soft, hinge at the hips. Lift, hips forward, and roll your shoulders. Let's do it 2 more times, hinge. Lift, press, and roll your shoulders. Hinge, lift, press, and roll your shoulders. Now squat down and up. Hands are on the thighs. Sit down and back. Keep your chest facing forward. Squats are a great way to warm up the lower body and warm up the body in general. They use so much muscle. They really heat you up. Keep your knees lined up with your toes, sitting back. Now stay down there, reach across to the left, swivel your right foot. Now go to the right and swivel your left foot. Squat and reach. Do it again, squat. On the squat, see if you can go a little deeper as you get a little bit warmer. Keep your shoulder down, reach all the way across, rotate the hips, rotate the shoulders. Getting really warm here. 1 more each side. Reach across side to side, reach. Thumb points up. Keep your shoulders down, eyes forward, swivel the foot, rotate through your hips. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, shift side to side. All 10 toes face forward, bend one leg and straighten the other. Shift your weight across and hinge just a little at the hips. 4, 3, 2, now reach across to the inside of your knee. Hold to the right. Press your hips forward. Now shift across to the left and press your hips forward to the right. Stretching the inner thighs. 1 more each side. Right and left, and come up. Turn your heels in and toes out. Now squat down into a sumo squat. Bring your hands onto your thighs and press your knees back, just shifting a little side to side. Drop your right shoulder down, look up over your left shoulder as you push the right knee back. Go across to the other side. Now press your left knee back, drop your shoulder, look up over your right shoulder. Repeat that. To the right, drop the right, looking up over the left, and drop the left, looking up over the right. Come back to the center, press both knees back. We've got a sumo squat in our class today, so I want your hips to be open and ready. All right, step in, roll both shoulders back. Reach your hands forward and pull your elbows down, roll your shoulders back. Let's repeat that 1 more time. Pull forward, down, hands back, roll your shoulders. All right, let's get started with our circuit. Pick up your medium dumbbells. If you're picking them off the floor, bend your knees and hinge at the hips. Okay, starting with a kickstand hinge. Now you're hinged in the warm-up, so you should remember how this feels. But we're doing it on one leg this time. Kickstand, your left leg and have your knees aligned, chest up, pull your shoulder blades down and back, slightly tuck your chin, brace your core. Hinge at the hip, keep your right knee soft. Hinge and lift up. We're doing each move for about 45 seconds. We've got 2 sets of everything. We'll do a lot of the stuff on our right, and then we'll do it on our left on the second set. Some of the stuff we'll do on both sides. Sitting back each time. Brace your core, keep the back of your neck long, sitting back each time. One more. All right, bicep curl. Very simple movement. Elbows are close to the side of your body. Just pull your shoulder blades down and back. Tuck your chin, and let's assume really good posture. Soft knees. Curl your hands to your shoulders and bring them down. Hands to shoulders and down. Now the elbows are slightly back, but they're underneath the shoulders, not flaring to the side. That's important. Hands to shoulders, strengthening your biceps, the front of your arm, front of your upper arm. This also strengthens your grip. That's the way. Almost there, one more. Cool. Now put one dumbbell down. I'm going to use my dumbbell rack. If you're putting yours on the floor, bend your knees and hinge at the hips. Golf chop. Now lace your fingers and loop your thumbs around the handle of the dumbbell. Separate your feet, turn your toes out slightly, lift your chest. Squat down and chop to the right. Now squat down and chop to the left. Squat and chop. Squat and chop. Squat and chop. Again, really important that you release the heel and swivel the foot so that your hips can freely rotate and you're not taking any tension in your knees or lower back. Squat and chop. Squat and chop. Let's pick up your other dumbbell. Now stand to the left of your space. Have your feet together. Side lunge to the right. Pull your shoulder blades down and back. Stand tall, soft knees, chest open. Big step out to the right with your right leg. Big step out and push off. Now, if a big step makes it hard for you to control coming back in, try a smaller step. But the goal is to take a big step. So as you get more comfortable with that small step, try stepping a little wider. Push off. All 10 toes face forward. As you bend your right knee, your knee points forward. Brace your core. Sit back. Let's do one more. All right. Hinge and row. So this emphasizes a lot of upper body. Have your feet hip distance apart. So it's a bilateral hinge, both legs are working and both arms are working. Pull your shoulder blades together, lift your chest, here we go. Hinge at the hips, sit back, knees soft, drive the elbows high, squeeze between your shoulder blades and come up tall. Hinge. And come up. Your core is braced, hips move back, and come up. Back of your neck stays long, Drive your elbow up, elbows up, and come up. Back of the neck long, sit back, core braced, long spine. One more set. And come up. One dumbbell goes down. If you're putting it on the floor, hinge at the hips, bend at the knees. Let's take that grip, that laced grip. Russian twist. We're going to do a little progression here. Tuck your elbows right next to your waistline. Start by doing a small movement. If you were standing on a clock and 12 o'clock is at the front, rotate to 10 and 2. Swivel the feet. Pretty easy so far. Right, you want to make this a little bit more challenging? Stretch your arms out in front of you. Take your elbows away from your waistline, but stop at 10 and 2. Swivel the feet. For more challenge, go to 9 and 3. But make sure you're not rotating behind yourself, just to your sides. Stop the dumbbell. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pick up your other dumbbell. Sumo squat. Now it's going to be dynamic. You're going to step out with your left leg. Dumbbells go between your thighs. Chest up. Take a big step diagonally back with your left leg and step in. Open your knees to the side so that your knees align with the center toe. Now you can't see your toes, but you know where they are. Press the knees back. Like you did in the warm-up, press the knees back. You'll feel a stretch in your groin muscles. Open, squat down and hinge. Forward just a little. And done. All right, triceps, backs of your arms. We're going to use that hinge position again. Soften your knees. Lift your chest, feet are hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Pull your elbows back. Hinge. Press back 2 times. Hands forward, lift up. There it is. Hinge. Elbows high, press. You'll feel that in the backs of your arms and lift. Keep your elbows high behind you as you hinge forward. Keep the back of your neck long. Hinge, press, and lift. Sit back, brace your core, press back so you're fully extending your elbows without forcing any movement. And come up. Let's put one dumbbell down. For our last move in the circuit, we have another chop. So we're going to take that same grip, the lace grip around the dumbbell, loop the thumbs. Bring your feet wider than your shoulders and bring the dumbbell up to your right shoulder and rotate. Lift your chest. Chop and chop. Chop. Swivel the feet on both of these chops. Chop down. Bend your left knee so you're in a little bit of a bend position with the knees, and then you come up high. Come up high. Chop down and come up high. Chop and up. One more, chop and up. Okay, you've got 30 seconds to grab a sip of water. So if you've got some water handy, grab a sip. We're starting again from the top. We're going to do everything on the other side that we did on the right, we'll do on the left. So pick up your other dumbbell. Kickstand your right leg this time. with 80% of your weight on the left leg. Soft left knee, chest up. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Let's begin. Hinge at the hips and lift up. Sit back each time. Keep the back of your neck long. Sitting back. Come up tall. Brace your core. Keep the back of your neck long so that you're not looking forward or at me. When you bend forward, your gaze is down at the floor in front of your feet. The neck and head aligns with the spine. One more. There we are. Bicep curl. Our simplest exercise. Listen for the cues. Even though it's simple, it's still easy to do incorrectly. All right, so pull your shoulder blades down your back. Let's have perfect posture as we perform this movement. Hands to shoulders and down. Rotate the hands so that the palms of your hands face your shoulders, the front of your shoulders, on the way up, and on the way down, the palms of your hands face the sides of your thighs. Your knees are soft, so soften your knees. If you've got your knees locked, unlock them and soften them. Bring your hands to your shoulders, keep your head so that your chin is slightly tucked, ears aligned with the center of your shoulder, the center of the top of your shoulder. Okay, let's do one more. And come down. One dumbbell goes down for our golf chop. We've got that lace grip, lace and loop. Feet wide, toes are turned out. Lift your chest, pull your shoulder blades down your back and brace your core. Let's begin. Squat, chop to the right. Now squat and chop to the left. Squat, chop right, squat, chop left. Again, each time, release the heel and swivel the foot so your hips move freely and your knees are not stuck between an unmoving ankle and a moving hip. Hips move. One more each side. Squat, chop, squat, and chop. Pick up your other dumbbell. Side lunge to the left. Stand a little bit to the right side of your space. Feet together, dumbbells by your sides. Now, make sure toes are pointing straight ahead. Pull your shoulder blades back. Let's go. Lunge and push off. Dumbbells come down beside your left leg. You hinge at the hips. Again, you might start with a small step like that and build even throughout the set to a larger step to the side. Push off. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. Body faces forward, knee bends straight forward, not out to the side. Don't let the toe turn out. And done. Hinge and row, so bilateral. Have your feet hip distance apart. Chest up, squeeze back through your shoulder blades. Brace your core. Hinge, row, row, and come up. Back of your neck stays long. Row up and come up tall. Sit back, drive your elbows up, and come up. Sitting back each time. Squeeze between your shoulder blades on each row. Elbows up, and come up tall. Again, back of the neck stays long. Head, neck, and shoulders are aligned with the rest of your spine. This is the last one. And come up. One dumbbell goes down. Russian twist. Lace grip. Elbows in. Let's start it the same way and progress as a whole. Start small. 10 and 2. So 10 and 2. Swivel the feet. Now start to stretch your arms out if you're looking for a more challenging option. Still at 10 and 2. Start and stop the rotation. Now, you want to make it more challenging? Go to 3 and 9. Again, you're stopping the rotation, not going past 9 and 3. Keep a proud chest. Swivel the feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick up your other dumbbell. Sumo. So the left leg is at 12 o'clock. Keep it there. Your right leg's going to step diagonally back to the side. Let's go. Step out, squat down, and come up. Let's do that a little faster. Here we go. Step, and come in. Sit back each time. Open the knees. That's really important. Press them back so you feel and engage a stretch in your inner thighs through your groin. Keep your left foot facing forward. Don't move it. Don't let it twist inwards. Open the knees. Press up. Sink down and come up. Last one. Okay. Triceps. And then chop, and then we're done. So triceps. We're doing that hinge again. Lots of hinging today, but hinging strengthens your core, so that's the bonus. Hands come up to your shoulders, elbows pull back, feet hip distance. Let's begin. Hinge, press, press, and come up. Hinge, elbows high, shoulders down, press out, and come up. Hinge, press. Strength training always feels so good in my body. I hope it's the same for you. There's something really special about training for strength. Not only do I know I'm doing something really important as I age, but it makes me feel so strong. Done. One dumbbell down. Diagonal chop. Let's take that lace grip. Lace and loop. Come up to your left shoulder. Swivel the right foot. Lift your chest. Chop and chop. Each time you chop, you swivel the foot. Chop and chop. So it's a chop with a stop. You're controlling the movement. You accelerate and jam on the brakes. It's creating stability through dynamic movement. Chop and up. Chop, come down a little bit and then come up tall. Down a little bit and up. Done. Let's put that dumbbell down. I'm putting mine back in the rack. Shake out your hands. We did a lot of gripping, so let's stretch out our hands. Roll your wrists and then spread your fingers and shake it out. All right, let's go into a hip hinge and hip extension. We're going to open the front of the hips, open the back of the hips. hinge, lift, press forward, and come up. Hinge, sitting back, lift, press forward, come up. 2 more, hinge, lift, press, and come up. Last one, hinge, knees soft, stretch the back of your thighs, stretch and open the front of your hips. Okay, you can leave your hands on your hips if that's comfortable for you. Step your left leg back so that your left toe is lined up with your right heel. All 10 toes face forward. Now that's really important. Keeping your left heel down, bend the knee. You'll feel a stretch in your calf on the left side. Now bend and straighten. Let's do it dynamically so that we're moving in and out of the stretch. Keep your left heel down. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now flex the front foot, your right foot. Hinge at the hips. Hinge. And feel that stretch in the back of the thigh and the calf. Reach your hands down. Scoop and pull back. Let's scoop again. Scoop and pull back. Now step back with your left leg onto the ball of your foot. Dip down, lift your chest, and feel that stretch in front of the hip. Now dip down a little more, bring your hands in front, and rotate all the way across to the right. Lift your chest and dip down a little more, feeling that stretch in the front of your left hip. Step in. Okay, shake out the legs. Let's do the other side. Starting with the staggered stance, all 10 toes face forward, hands on the hips. Bend down, feel the stretch in the ankle. Heel down and up. Keep the heel down, right heel stays down, so don't let it lift. 2 more. Stay here. Flex the front foot. Now hinge at the hips. Hinge. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring. Reach down and pull back. Reach down and pull back. Now step back with your right leg so that you're on the ball of your foot. Dip down and you'll engage a stretch in the front of your right hip. Take your hands in front and rotate to the left. Dip down a little more, increasing the stretch. And come up. Shake out your legs. Okay. Torso rotation. Easy rotation. Let the arms just swing, relaxing your shoulders. Letting the arms just wrap around the body. Swivel the feet, release the heels. 2 more each way. 1 more each way. Hold here. Bring your feet about hip distance apart, a little wider than hips, about shoulder distance. Circle the hips. 2 more. Circle the other way. Keep your body up. Now step out to the right, sink down. Bring your hips forward. Shift across to the left. Sink down. Sitting back, stretching the right inner thigh and lift up. All right, step your feet comfortably apart. Inhale, reach forward, pull down, press your hands down and tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder, feeling that stretch in the left side of your neck. Lift up, inhale, exhale, pull your elbows down, press down through the heels of the hands, left ear goes over to the left shoulder, stretching the right side of your neck, and lift up. Roll both shoulders back. We are done. That was our circuit. I hope you enjoyed it. Strength training is so important. You might not always feel like doing it, but I know that just